Hello friends and family, this is me, Migrant the Trader, trading in the trenches, and I come with the executive summary for trading in the trenches for Tuesday, August the 9th, 2022. Well, Tuesday's trades got off to a pretty decent start until within 3 trades I found myself deeply entrenched in the trades. I faced my first casualty for the day, and that just set the tone for the rest of the day. The day was a very busy day. There was a lot going on, as you can see. It started over here with small ranges in Asia, small tight ranges, and then close to, as we say, the European market. It looks like we started waking up, and you got some volatility, and then it moved to the upside, and then it went into a range, but we saw trends reversing 1, 2, 3, and 4 times, and then try to come up at the end. So like 5 times, but basically this activity really got me kind of crazy. Let's take a look and see where all my trades were concentrated on the day. You can see all of this activity, this showing you the trades that I put on. There's some gaps there. You see, I didn't get in the market early on in Asia. I got over here and as the European market, usually like between 12 and 3 is when you get the volatility from Europe, Asia closing and Europe opening. So that's where we get a lot of activity, and we'd like to focus a lot of our trading in that area because we can get some really good trades then. But you can see all my activity. I was taking this trend going up. And of course, with this type of activity, you have to be careful. If you're a young trader, what happens is you're taking these trades and you're getting one win after the other, and it gets to the top, and you don't realize that the trend just ran out of space and is going to start turning down. And that's where it caught me. It caught me up in this area here when I tried to keep going higher, but of course my terminal was stalled out, and I couldn't see the chart, which is very dangerous because you can't see how the price action is lining up in the price candlestick patterns. So when I'm over there in the tick chart, I don't have that information, so it really messes me up. But anyway, you can see I rode this trade down. I started getting it, and then I got back in. I sensed the trend was going back up. I got into a zone then, and I really started trading. I started following the trend. And that's where you're going to find your success. When you really see where the trend is going, just go with it. How many times have you heard me say that? Well, that's what you have to do if you're going to be successful in this game. And that's what I end up doing. I end up following the trade and got a whole series of good trades going. I took a break. I came back in towards the end of the day, and the trend had already reversed and was going down. And I started picking up some of this down action. And then towards the end of this down action, the price did what it usually does when it stops trending. It goes into this little range pattern, looking to the side where it's going to go next. What usually happens during this time? We call it consolidation period. This is the time when traders are taking their profits, and institutional traders are in incognito, getting their trades in, looking for some volatility, taking out people's stops because they have a large amount of money they want to put in the market, but they can't just dump it in at one fell swoop. So what they'll do is they'll put in bits and pieces, taking the price down, getting the volatility, sucking up your stop losses, and going back in until they've got enough of their orders in, and then they release the trend, and the trend goes in a direction where they're going to make money. So when you see the market in these types of patterns like this going sideways, you better beware, because if this is the activity of institutional buyers holding the price in a small range as they get all of their orders in, and they like to get their orders in a close price proximity so that they won't have to play with the fluctuations in the market. Once they release the market and they move it in a direction, then they want their money to hit and get their profits when they want those profits. So we see the price action, and we can see these types of moments, and we have to understand that sometimes it's a 50-50 game. You don't know where the market is going to go, and so you have to employ a different type of strategy when the market goes into a tight range. But anyway, here we go. Let's see the summary on the day. So the day ended up Pretty good. Trading in the trenches, the summary for Tuesday, August the 9th, 2022. Our opening balance for today was at $305,384.87. We closed the day with a balance of $322,038.38, and that saw a net gain of $16,653.51 on the day, which gave us a return on investment of 5.45%. And we won 168 of 192 trades at an 87.5% trading win ratio. And overall, what was the forecast? Successful day in the trenches. So ladies and gentlemen, that wraps it up for today, the executive brief. Just want to remind you that if you enjoy this content and you want me to continue to bring this content for you, please don't forget to like, subscribe, and give me your comments. I'd love to hear from you. That's it for me right now. I'll see you in the next time when we come back into the trenches and see whether we can get some more profits and keep our 3% a week return on investment going forward. Talk to you next time. Bye-bye.